ketones into C single bond H and C single bond H for both of them. In Clemmensen reduction, we use zinc and Hg in the presence of HCl, and in Wolff-Kishner reaction, we start with carbonyl plus hydrazine, then we heat it with KOH, potassium hydroxide. Okay, now please write oxidation. Now we are going to look at oxidation reactions. Now, first of all, right, aldehydes are easily oxidized to carboxylic acid on treatment with oxidizing agents such as HNO3. You can use KMNO4. You can use K2Cr2O7. All of these are oxidizing agent, and they are going to give you carboxylic acid, right? Next point. Aldehydes also get oxidized to carboxylic acid by two solutions. That is very important. Fellings solution or Fellings reagent and Tollens reagent. Okay, so first of all, then you are going to write, but ketones do not undergo oxidation on treatment with Fellings reagent and Tollens reagent. Okay. So we can use Fellings reagent test or Tollens test for distinguishing aldehyde from ketones. Next, hence.
So what's the reason that ketones don't go under oxidation?
Ketones do not have alpha hydrogen. That is why they don't undergo oxidation easily. Fellings reagent and Tollens reagent, both of them are mild oxidizing agent, not strong oxidizing agent. Even in the presence of strong oxidizing agent, ketones, they need some heat because they have to break CC bond. Hence, Fellings. How's your health right now, Umar?
So it's still the same.
What happened? Fever and all?
Yeah, sir, fever. Seasonal fever.
Okay. And Tollens reagent are used to distinguish aldehydes from ketones. Right here, tolerance test. In tolerance test, we use any aldehyde RCHO plus we use ammonical silver nitrate. Okay, ammonical silver nitrate means you will have Ag NH3 whole twice, and outside this we are going to have NO2. Now this can also be sometimes written as Ag NH3 whole twice, and instead of NO2, because NO2 is having a negative charge, if I am going to remove NO2, I will get a positive charge on this particular complex. Okay, plus OH negative. Since this is in basic condition, rather than getting carboxylic acid, you are going to get RC double bond O and O negative like this. Okay, because we have OH negative here. Plus you will get 2 Ag. We are going to get silver plus 2 molecules of H2O and 4 moles of NH3. If you balance this, you will have 2 written here also. So this ammonical silver nitrate is the tolerance reagent. Okay, please write. Ammonical silver nitrate is your tolerance reagent. Now Ag, this is silver in color. So actually see what happens. Please write. On warming aldehyde, on warming aldehyde, with freshly prepared ammonical silver nitrate, with freshly prepared ammonical silver nitrate solution, bright silver mirror is produced due to formation of silver metal. Okay, so this Ag is formed, and that is why we can say that it is an aldehyde. If it was ketone, the reaction will not take place. Right, next. Ketone plus tolerance reagent will get no silver mirror. Done everyone? Yes or no? Please tell me.
Yes, sir.
Right, next. Two, that is Felix test. Okay. Now in Felix test, we have two different solutions. And Felix test, it requires two solutions, and those two solutions are named as Felix solution A and Felix solution B. Okay. Now Felix solution A, it should have Cu2 plus. And Felix solution B, it has alkaline solution of sodium potassium tartrate. Okay. So we have two solutions. One is in deep blue color. That is the Felix solution when you are going to mix both of them. And we have to freshly prepare that solution. Okay, so please write. Please write with me. Felix tests. Felix test consists a solution that is freshly prepared. That is freshly prepared using Felix A and Felix B. Okay. So what is present in Felix A? Please write. Now in Felix A, you should have Cu2 plus. क्या होना चाहिए आपके पास? Cu2 plus. So Cu2 plus हम लोग कैसे लेते हैं? Cu2 plus लेते हैं CuSO4 के solution से. Okay. So we have CuSO4, but what is required? What is main thing here? Cu2 plus. Okay. So Felix solution A is what? CuSO4 solution. Felix B is this is alkaline sodium potassium tartrate. Okay, sodium potassium tartrate. So what is tartrate? So you will have something like this. CH, it has C double bond O. That means it has carboxylic ion, and then again CH, C double bond O. Now it has three bonds. This has one OH, and this has also one OH. Okay, so this is tartrate. Now one of the COO negative, it will have Na positive. The other COO negative is going to have K positive. So this is sodium potassium tartrate. Is that clear? Yes or no? Please tell me. Is that clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Now we are going to mix both of these things. Now please remember, first of all, my Felix solution B is what? It is alkaline. So from Felix solution A, we have Cu2 plus. It reacts
So what
with.
does tartrate mean?
This is the tartrate part. This part is tartrate. Name नाम है, जैसे इथाइलिन ग्लाइकोल होता है, कॉमन नेम. This is tartrate. Tartaric acid से है tartrate. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Now see, we have Cu2 plus, and from the alkaline solution, we are going to have NaOH. तो NaOH से क्या मिलेगा? We'll have OH negatives. So those two OH negative, they will first of all react, and they are going to form CuOH whole twice. Now this CuOH whole twice. Now you have OH twice OH, and in the presence of some heat, first of all, you are going to get CuO plus H2O. That means water is going to leave if you are going to warm it a bit. Then the next thing that you are going to have is this Cu which has 2 OH, it will react with COONA, COOK. And this is going to form water like this. This is also going to form water like this, and you are going to get copper. This is oxygen. This is oxygen. CH, CH, and here you have COONA and COOK. Now, this is deep blue color. Okay. Now, right next, when you have Fehling solution, and you react this with RCHO, then you have two things. You have CuO and you have this deep blue color complex that is made with copper. Okay. Now, when it reacts with aldehyde, we get Cu twice and O. This is in red PPT because the oxidation state of copper has changed. Plus, it is RCOOH. So this is deep blue in color, and this is forming red PPT. So this is going to give you the positive test for. This is going to give you the positive test for aldehydes. What you need to write as a reaction is you have RCHO, mainly speaking, plus you have copper 2 plus you will use some OH negative. This is going to give you RCOO negative because it is an alkaline medium still, plus Cu2O plus H2O. Now you have to write this as red PPT. Okay, so this is the main reaction that you have to remember. RCHO, copper in 2 plus
Sir, can you
oxidation
zoom out?
state. Zoom out, okay. Done everyone, yes or no, please tell me.
Done, sir.
Anyone still writing?
Yeah, I'm still writing.
Please write it fast.
Done, sir.
Okay. Right, next. Haloform reaction. Third one. Haloform reaction. Please write. I think we have learned this in alcohol phenols ether, no? याद तक हमको याद आ रहा है ना? Iodoform test, haloform test, है ना? हाँ. पढ़ा है आप लोगों ने, ठीक। Now please write aldehydes and ketones having aldehydes and ketones having at least one CH3 group at least one CH3 group directly connected to carbonyl carbon. Please write this thing with me, okay? Connected to carbonyl carbon or oxidized by sodium hypohalite. Okay, hypohalite can be hypochlorite, hypoiodide, and so on. Okay, hypohalite to sodium salts of corresponding carboxylic acid. With one less carbon. ठीक है, तो aldehyde ketone से एक carbon less हो जाएगा halo form में. Please remember this. Now, what is the reaction? Please see. You have, let us suppose R, C double bond O, and CH3. Okay, so this R can be either carbon or the R can be hydrogen also. Okay, when it is hydrogen, it will be aldehyde. When it is carbon, it is going to be ketone. So I react this with hypohalite, sodium, NaOX. It is going to give you R, C double bond O, and you are going to have ONA plus CHX3. And CHX3 is what? It is a general form for halo form. You know? General representation of halo form. If I'm going to use chlorine, then I will get CHCl3. If I'm going to use sodium hypoiodide, then I'm going to get iodoform. Okay. So please see, even if you have a double bond or something like that, then also this works. If you have CH3CHO, NaOX, it is going to give you H, C double bond O, ONA. Let me write Cl here. Plus I will be getting CHCl3. Okay. When you have as you can see, one CH3 is there. If you have NaOI, then you will be getting double bond O, ONA plus CHI3. Now, what will be the color of iodoform? Tell me, guys. How are we going to test it? Do you remember? How can we? Like iodoform test is used. If you use sodium hypoiodide, then it is going to give you iodoform. Okay. Look at your aldehyde and ketones, sorry, alcohols and alcohol phenols and ether part, and then tell me how is iodoform used? How is iodoform test used? Basically, this has a color. CHI3, it has a color. What color is this? Flip some pages back.
Yellow precipitate.
Very good. So only iodoform, okay? This will be a yellow precipitate. So how are you going to distinguish? For example, 1, 2, 3, 4. So this is going to give you iodoform test. This is not going to give you iodoform test. Why? Because here we have a CH3 group directly attached to carbon and carbon. Here we don't have CH3 group directly attached to carbon and carbon. What will be made? You are going to make here double bond O and ONA. Okay, this will be formed. Done everyone? Yes or no? Please tell me.
Done, sir.
अच्छा एक और चीज बताइए आप लोग. How is sodium hypohalite formed? Please see. If you have sodium hydroxide,
So we can add halides to sodium hydroxide.
correct. If you have this, then you are going to form NaOX. Okay, you can balance this. Sodium hydroxide plus any halide, it is going to give you sodium hypohalite. So you write a question. This is an important question. 5 marks में आता है इस तरह का सवाल. Please write this down. All of you wrote this question, yes or no? Please tell me.
No, sir.
Done? Yes or no?
No, sir. One
No,
more.
still not done. Still not done.
Yes, sir. Done.
Okay. Somebody sent the answer or what? Okay. See, the first thing that we have to do whenever you are having an organic molecule and they're asking you to determine the structure by giving some properties, the first thing that you are going to do is to calculate the degree of unsaturation. Degree of unsaturation. Degree of unsaturation बहुत important है. Okay, it will give you plenty of idea. ठीक है, यहीं से हम लोग start करेंगे. Degree of unsaturation gives you the sum of number of pi bonds in the structure plus the number of ring. ठीक है, तो जो आपके पास जो स्ट्रक्चर है ना, अभी हमको स्ट्रक्चर पता नहीं, बट इफ आई विल कैलकुलेट द डिग्री ऑफ अनसैचुरेशन फ्रॉम द फॉर्मूला, then I will know how many pi bonds are there and how many rings are there in the structure. Okay, so what is the formula for degree of unsaturation? Please write. Degree of unsaturation is equal to twice the number of carbon plus 2 plus the number of hydrogen minus the number of halogen and minus the number of hydrogens divided by 2. This whole thing divided by 2. Now tell me how many number of carbons are there? 2 into 8 plus 7 नहीं है, 8 है. कार्बन 8 है ना, plus 2 plus nitrogen how much? 0 plus halogen how much? 0 minus how many hydrogens?
8.
8 hydrogen. Okay, this whole thing divided by 2. So this will be first bond mass. 8 2s are 16 and 16 plus 2 is going to be 10 by 2, which is equal to 5. ठीक है, that means if I add the number of pi bonds and the ring, it is going to be 5. ठीक है, अब देखिए धीरे धीरे how the structure will be unfolding itself. First thing, whenever you get the formula, you are going to calculate the degree of unsaturation. अब देखिए, we have 1 2 3 4 5, 5 हमारे पास डिग्री ऑफ अनसैचुरेशन है. इसमें से कुछ पाई बॉन्ड हो सकते हैं और कुछ रिंग हो सकता है. ठीक है, फर्स्ट स्टेटमेंट, C8H8 forms an orange red PPT with 2,4-DNP reagent. That means this particular C8H8 has a C double bond O. Is that clear? It is an aldehyde or a ketone? Yes or no? Please tell me. हाँ या ना जल्दी बताइए. If I see this information that it reacts with 2,4-DNP reagent. 2,4-DNP याद है आप लोग को? 2,4-dinitrophenylhydrazine है ना?
Ammonia, right? Ammonia derivative.
हाँ, अमोनिया डेरिवेटिव. तो अमोनिया डेरिवेटिव के साथ रिएक्ट कर रहा है, इसका मतलब क्या है ये? इट इज आइदर एल्डिहाइड और कीटोन. सो वी हैव फिगर्ड आउट सी डबल बॉन्ड ओ इज प्रेजेंट. यस और नो? प्लीज टेल मी गाइस. कितना फिगर आउट कर लिया हम लोगों ने
Yes,
स्ट्रक्चर
sir.
से? ओके, सी डबल बॉन्ड ओ इज प्रेजेंट. आल्सो वी हैव डन विद वन ऑफ द डिग्री ऑफ अनसैचुरेशन. एक पाई बॉन्ड मिल गया हम लोगों को. ठीक है.
Sir.
हाँ, टेल मी.
So do we also have to memorize that orange red PPT?
मेमोराइज का मतलब?
I mean, how can we understand what is orange red PPT if it is forming orange red PPT?
हाँ, तो आप देखिए ना, हमने जब 2,4-dinitrophenylhydrazine के साथ रिएक्शन कराई थी, तो उसमें आई रोट देयर दैट इट इज गोइंग टू गिव यू ऑरेंज रेड. अच्छा, you were not present in the last lecture, no? Okay, so forms 2,4-dinitrophenylhydrazone. This is orange red PPT. Okay, so जो product होता है hydrazone, that is going to be orange red. Okay, now please look at the next statement. It gives yellow precipitate on heating with iodine in presence of sodium hydroxide. यानी कि what type of test it is giving you? It is giving you iodoform test, and it can give iodoform test only and only if this carbon atom is connected to CH3. Is that right? Yes or no? Please tell me.
Yes, sir.
Till here, anyone has any doubt? Any doubt,
No.
guys?
No,
किसी को?
sir.
Okay. Now, then it is saying it neither reduces Tollings or Fellings reagent. ठीक है, यानी कि it is not an aldehyde, it is a ketone. ठीक है? Yes or no? है
Yes,
ना?
sir.
No reaction with Fellings reagent or Tollens reagent. Therefore, not an aldehyde. It is a ketone. Next, it is saying, nor does it decolorize bromine water or Bayer's reagent. अब देखिए, this is information. जब भी आपको ये बोल दिया जाए ना कि it is not decolorizing bromine water or it is not decolorizing the Bayer's reagent. Both of these are tests for C double bond C. Alkene and alkyne के लिए ये test है. Okay, it is a test for what? Alkene and alkyne. Now, what is something that has the double bond but it does not react like alkenes? कोई ऐसा मॉलिक्यूल आप सोचिए जिसमें डबल बॉन्ड होता है लेकिन उसके ना अलग किस्म के रिएक्शंस होते हैं. It does not react like a typical alkene. Can you think of something which has a double bond in it but it does
Ring.
not? Loudly.
Ring.
Ring तो alkene नहीं होता. Ring तो ring हो गया. I'm saying a molecule which has a double bond but it does not react like alkene. Think and tell me. Rather, it does not have only one, it has multiple double bonds, but still it does not react like alkene. It has its own. Yeah, correct, Astha. It is benzene. Okay, so benzene is something that is not going to decolorize bromine water or Bayer's reagent, and it is not reacting like an alkene. अब जब हम benzene बनाएंगे तो यहाँ पे आप देखिए तीन हमारे पास क्या हो गया? 3 pi bonds are done, and one of this is for the ring. तो ये आपके पास क्या है? C double bond O है. This is CC bond, this is CC bond, this is CC bond. और ये क्या है आपका? This is the ring of benzene. Okay. Now, as you can see, how many more carbon we needed to consider? 2 carbons were done. We needed to consider only 6 carbon atoms. This is your remaining 6 carbon atom. Is that clear? Yes or no? Please tell me, guys. समझ में आया?
So can you explain the last part
Can you
again?
explain? Yes.
Now what I am saying is, it is not decolorizing bromine water or Bayer's reagent. That means it is not an alkene. But it has some unsaturation. Now this can only happen when we are going to have benzene. Benzene is something that has double bonds, but still it does not with bromine water, because typical आपके पास alkene के तरह reaction नहीं करता, typical double bond नहीं, it has a double bond in resonance. Okay, and we need to consider how many we have already done with 2 carbon atoms. Remaining carbon atom is what? 2 carbon atoms you have already found out that this is C double bond O, this is CH3. Then how many more atoms we need to consider? 6 carbon atoms. And how many hydrogens? 3 hydrogen हो गया, 5 hydrogen, right? So as you can see, this will have 1 hydrogen, 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 this will have 1 hydrogen. Okay, so you are having C6H5 remaining, and C6H5 के लिए best choice क्या है आपके पास? It is going to be benzene. If not benzene, then it will be alkyne or alkene. And alkyne and alkene, they are going to react with bromine water. But my compound does not react with bromine water, so it is going to be benzene. Right, next. Since C8H8O does not react with aqueous Br2 or Bayer's reagent, it cannot be alkene. Hence, the remaining C6H5 is benzene, rather phenyl group. Is this done, guys? Please let me know. Done, everyone? Yes or no? Please tell me.
1 minute, sir.
हो गया? नहीं हुआ? I hope you guys can write the reactions. ठीक है, लास्ट वाला जो रिएक्शन है ना क्रोमिक एसिड के साथ, वो हम अभी बता रहे हैं because we have not done the oxidation of ketones till now. We have not written anything about oxidation of ketones. Done, guys? Yes or no? Excuse me, guys. Done? Oh my God, what happened? No one is done or what? Okay. Right, next. ऐसे थम्स अप करते हैं, आप लोग को बोलने नहीं होता है क्या? You can speak ना, yes sir, no sir. Okay. Right, next point. Ketones are generally oxidized in drastic conditions. That is how they are oxidized in strong oxidizing agent, and high temperature. Next point. Oxidation of ketones leads to cleavage of CC bonds. And a mixture of carboxylic acid is formed. So see here, if you have R, some CH2, C double bond O, you have CH2 and some R dash. Okay. So when you are going to oxidize it, suppose you are having strong oxidizing agents such as CrO3, H2SO4 के presence में, you have KMNO4, K2Cr2O7, any strong oxidizing agent, okay, at high temperature, then you will get, if you are going to use this much, if this bond is going to break, so let me number this, okay. 1, 2, and 3. So if 1 and 2, that bond breaks, so you are going to get R COOH plus R dash CH2 COOH. What is breaking here? C1 C2 breaks. Now, if C2 C3 breaks, then you are going to get R CH2 COOH plus R dash COOH. In this, what is breaking? C2 C3 is breaking.
Done, sir.
Done? Okay. So एक बहुत ही similar question है from what we have done now, but it is a bit easier. I mean, If it comes for like 5 marks, then you have to show plenty of things, but you can get the answer quite quickly in this case. Okay, so first they are giving you organic compound that is containing this much percentage of carbon, this much percentage of hydrogen, and the rest of them is oxygen. So, and the molecular mass of that compound is 86. Now, this type of statement may remind you of the chapter 1 of 11th standard. In that also we had this type of questions: percentage, empirical formula, molecular formula, right? Empirical mass, molar mass. That type of question is that. The initial part is that, okay. But since we are in 12th standard, we can directly get the answer if you want to, and then you can reverse engineer the answer. Okay. So see, the main important statement here is it does not reduce tolerance reagent, but it forms addition compounds on sodium hydrogen sulfide. Sodium hydrogen sulfide is an example of nucleophilic addition reaction that we have done in the last lecture. Okay, that means it is either an aldehyde or a ketone, but it does not reduce tolerance reagent. That is why it is what? It is not an aldehyde, it is a ketone. So first thing is that reacts with NaHSO3. Therefore, aldehyde or ketone. Second, does not react with tolerance reagent, therefore not aldehyde, hence ketone. Hence it is what? It is ketone. Now what it is saying, on vigorous oxidation it gives ethanoic and propanoic acid. That means whatever compound we have, what it is going to give you when we are going on vigorous oxidation, oxidation at high temperature, then it is going to give me ethanoic, that means 2 carbon atoms, C double bond O and OH, and propanoic acid, 1, 2, 3, C double bond O and OH. So basically speaking, my ketone, okay, basically also it is giving and gives positive iodoform test. So बहुत ही बढ़िया हो गया, है ना? Also gives what? Positive iodoform test. That means we have an entity like this, C double bond O CH3. Okay. Now my compound here, it is having how many carbon atoms? We can see by looking at this ethanoic and propanoic acid. So my ketone, it had 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 carbon atoms. So we'll make ketones with 5 carbon atoms, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it can be either this or it can be this ketone. There is no other case, right? Yes or no, please tell me. कोई और case हो सकता है ketone का? Tell me, guys.
Sir, why are you taking 5 carbon atoms?
Because it is giving me ethanoic and propanoic. Ethanoic में we have 2 carbon atoms. ठीक है? ये ethanoic and propanoic acid will be made by what? The cleavage of CC bond. See this? है ना? You have ketone. Either this bond will break or this bond will break. You get this? Yes or no? Please tell me.
Yes, sir.
What about others? Omar, you get this now?
Not clearly, but yes.
Okay. What about others? Tell me. Yes or no? Astha, Hishma, Saif.
Sir, not properly, but
Okay, fine. देखिए, मान लीजिए आपके पास इस तरह से रहता कार्बन, तो आपके पास क्या बॉन्ड टूट सकता था? You will either break this bond or this bond, right? So 1, 2, 3, 4. अगर 1, 2 bond break होगा, so you'll have 1 carbon atom. So you have COOH, HCOOH, plus you will get what? The remaining is how many? 2, 3, 4, है ना? तो यहाँ पे 3 carbon atoms है. So you have C double bond O, OH. तो यहाँ पे देखिए, the product of your carboxylic acid has 1 carbon, यहाँ पे 2, 3, 4. टोटल आपके पास कितने हैं यहाँ पे? 3 कार्बन. इन दोनों के नंबर ऑफ कार्बन का अगर आप ऐड कीजिएगा, then you are going to get the number of carbons in ketone also. Can you see that now? If you add the number of carbon atoms in either carboxylic acid that is made by the breaking of CC bond of ketone, you are going to get the number of carbon atoms in ketone. Okay. So Now we have only two cases. If we have 5 carbon atoms and we want to make a ketone. Now what do you think, which is going to be the ketone, A or B? कौन सा ketone हमारा ketone है? Please remember, it is going to give you positive iodoform test. ठीक है, it gives positive iodoform test. So it will be which carbon atom?
B.
Can all of you see that? Yes or no? Please tell me. Can all of you see that? Yes or no? Please tell me. What about others, huh? No one can see?
Sir, what?
I'm asking which is my ketone. A compound is the compound or the B? Which is the right one? What is the condition for iodoform test?
Sir, it will be B because CH3 is connected to carbonyl group.
Yeah. Can all of you see now? Yes or no?
Yeah.
All of you see now? Okay. Now you calculate, see how many carbons are there. You have your C5. How many hydrogens are there? 3, 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 hydrogens, right? And how many oxygens? 1 oxygen.
1 oxygen.
अच्छा, ये ऐसे परसेंटेज मत देखिएगा, इसके मास निकालिए, इसका मास निकालिए, इसका मास निकालिए, एंड देन सी द परसेंटेजेस ऑफ दोज मासेस. C5 यानी 12, सॉरी, C5 यानी या 12 into 5 is equal to how much? H10 का मतलब क्या हो जाएगा? What is the molar mass of hydrogen?
So 10.
हाँ,
1 into 10.
1 into 10, and for oxygen it will be
16 into 1.
16 into 1.
16 into 1, है ना? इनके परसेंटेज देखिए, इससे मैच कर रहा है या नहीं कर रहा है?
So we have to write this question.
हाँ, क्वेश्चन एनसीईआरटी में है, अभी छोड़ दीजिए, कुछ सवाल का आप ये लिख लीजिए बस. It is in NCERT. I think it's last of the questions. 12.19.
Exercise question. Like,
Exercise question. हाँ, yeah, exercise. So what should we do? 60 upon 86, and we have 10 upon 86, and we have 16 upon 86. Multiply by 100 to get percentage, okay? मिल रहा है आपको? नहीं मिल रहा, देखिए. 60 upon 86 is equal to how much? 0.69. That will be equal to what? 69. 0.6977 करके ही है, so 69% approximately. Okay, but you can go the reverse way also. जो आप, लेकिन वो आप याद कीजिए, 11th क्लास का आप लोग नोटबुक निकालिए, वहां पे आप लोग पढ़िए empirical formula, molecular formula कैसे निकालते हैं. You get the molecular formula. The molecular formula that you are going to get is C5H10O. ये आपको molecular formula मिल जाएगा. Okay, then you are going to write, since it reacts with NaHSO3, that is aldehyde or ketone, it does not react with tolerance region, that is why it is not aldehyde, it is only ketone. Then you are going to tell that it gives positive iodoform test, that is why it will have a CS3 group directly attached to CO, carbon. Then we are going to write, since it gives ethanoic and propanoic acid, that ketone is going to have 5 carbon atoms. And the only ketone which is having 5 carbon atoms and also a CH3 bond, CH3 group that is directly attached to carbon, it is what? It is pentane 2-on. Okay, write this down. Are you guys done? Yes or no, please tell me. Are you guys done?
No, sir. Give me a second.
So how to write the structure of this compound? How to like find the empirical formula and molecular formula?
11th class. पहले देखिए कुछ तो
Yeah.
नोटबुक देखिए. हाँ.
Do I have to refer back?
हाँ, you refer back. नहीं मिला तो फिर हम बताएंगे. बता देंगे, ऐसा नहीं बताएंगे, लेकिन आप कुछ एफर्ट मारिए. Okay.
After the class, huh?
हाँ, after the class का मतलब next class में आपको बता देंगे. Okay. But after the class,
Okay,
you
sir.
look at your 11th standard notebook. In that we have done one welding gas fuel का question है एक NCERT में. It was like first chapter 36, 37 number question, something like that. NCERT exercises. We have done that question in your 11th standard.